Hello, everyone. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Welcome to Digital Sales Trading for the month of March 2022. I cannot believe we're this far into the year already. All right. Thank you for joining me. Okay, we're going to get everybody logged in here. We're still seeing people join. You know what, while we're getting people joined in, let's go ahead and have people start entering the promotion. You'll see a U link down at the bottom. Just enter that into your browser. Only take a half a second to enter. Go ahead and start entering there, and we will pick a winner at the end of the promotion, or at the end of the webinar. You got to be present to enter, or you got to be present to win. So hopefully we'll see a new winner, somebody maybe new to the Aptivata fam. We do have a few people that are new to the Aptivata fam joining us today. All right, we got a few people in here. Okay, great. Oh, we still, yeah, that number keeps, the attendees keep climbing. This is awesome. Seeing some great stuff. While we're allowing everybody to enter, feel free to direct any questions through the Q&A or through the chat. It looks like Tim is standing by to answer any questions. Oh, where's the link? Oh, sorry. There you go. Are you able to see it there, Jennifer? It's here. In fact, I can even put it in the chat here as well for anybody else. If anybody, hopefully everybody can see my screen, but thank you. All right, awesome. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Sorry, my screen was jumping around a little bit there. I apologize. Okay, we're a couple minutes in. I will show this link one last time near the end for anybody that might be jumping in a little bit late. We'll try to get something, I'll give you as much of a window as I can to get people in now. All right. Let's go ahead and get moving. All right, we got a good number of people here. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one. We're 3 minutes past the hour, so let's go. Let's dive in, shall we? Hopefully everybody got in. We'll look at this link one last time before we draw a winner. All right. But yeah, let's get moving. First of all, happy St. Patrick's Day. I might not see you until then, so I'm looking forward to that. I got an Irish last name, so I gotta appreciate St. Patrick's Day. It's a day for everyone to get to be Irish, though. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Lots of St. Patrick's Day templates. Keep that in mind. All right, so today's agenda. I'm happy to like I said, I'm happy to welcome a number of brand new AEs joining the Aptivata fam today. And for that reason, I felt it was a good idea to touch on some topics that we haven't discussed in quite a while. In fact, we might even hit on some things that some of our most experienced sales associates are unaware of. So we'll start off with that first question that all sales associates have, which is how much should I sell Aptivata for? Every market and client is unique, but I'll help you get a good feel for pricing digital promotions in your area. From there, we'll discuss a couple of central principles that can help you deliver the best results possible for your client. Remember, you are the promotions expert that they'll be relying on when building custom promotions. And custom or not, participation from your audience is going to be the biggest factor that affects whether or not your clients come back for more. By the end, hopefully you'll feel much more confident when your clients ask you for your advice and making sure that the promotion is a successful one for them. The first of those will be the psychological effect that different prizes and incentivizing designs will have on your audience. So we'll touch on that. We'll also touch on how to keep from losing that audience once you've got their attention. We'll use the KISS principle, which I'm sure many of you have heard of regarding other topics, but we'll discuss how that idea is more important with digital than maybe anything else you'll ever sell. So I'm going to try and throw in a few underused features that can really make your promo offers unique, fun, and creative for your client and for the participants, of course. Remember, a great promotion is a fun one. Lastly, we'll list upcoming national promotions that you can start signing up for right now, that you can start planning for, that you can start selling, along with some templates and how they can be a huge help when coming up with custom promotions to offer clients. All right, moving forward. So that question, like I said, how much to sell digital for? A couple things to remember going in. Just like you can sell on air without digital, you can sell digital without on air. So don't feel like they have to have on air if digital is all they're asking for, and vice versa. That said, though, combined on air and digital is where the promo power really is. It's usually greater than the sum of its parts, as you know, digital and on air feed each other. But if you only remember one thing from this webinar, and I hope it's this: ditch the idea that digital is added value. The idea that idea of added value just needs to go away. Instead, think of it as added revenue. Okay, with all the power that comes with digital, especially as we move further and further into a digital world of e-commerce and smartphones in every pocket and whatnot, digital promotions just should not be given away for free. I mean, unless maybe you have some huge client that you're really trying to land to deal with and they're being stubborn, but even then, throwing a price on the digital side will allow your clients to recognize how truly valuable that digital offering is that you're giving them. All right. In fact, I hope this next slide we'll start talking about how to price it, and this will emphasize my point a little bit. Okay. Hopefully, let's see. Now, of course, I can't give you exact numbers because everybody is in different markets and working with different clients. You all know your markets and your clients, and every one of them is unique. So let's relate it to something that you are familiar with. Whatever you would sell an on-air promotion for, okay? So whatever you would sell an on-air promotion for, you know, base that off these percentages you see at the top. So even a super stripped down empty promotion like this, there almost been no fields added to this thing. It's only asked for an email and a name, basically. It can still net you up to 25% more than just the on-air promotion on its own. And frankly, I don't care how tiny your market might be, no digital promotion should be sold for less than $300. That's the absolute baseline price for even a super stripped down basic promotion like this one, even in a super small market. But let's think a little big. Let's think a little bigger now. Okay, something like this that gathers a little extra information beyond just a name and an email, like phone number, address, then throwing in additional bonus entries for social media follows. This should be what most of your promotions look like at the very least. This can net you, like I said, at least 25%, if not maybe 40 or more % of what you're selling on air for. Note that their logo, of course, and their links will be all over this, customized graphics, all of that. It'll look nicer, but this is just what the central form would look like. These are all those actions that we're offering the client, the data and the actions that we're offering them. Okay, let's take it another step, shall we? This is all about lead generation at this point. And this goes way beyond a few social media follows and email opt-ins. It delivers customers to the client store. Offer 30 bonus entries to take a 5-question survey. Ask the participants their household income and if they'd be interested in buying a new car in the next 3 months. Get them foot traffic by offering 50, 100 bonus entries for visiting their store location using the geolocation field. Throw in an email confirmation that goes out to every person who clicks the promotion for one last point of contact. By the way, with regard to confirmation emails, the open and click-through rates on those confirmation emails are crazy. By the way, it's not your typical email campaign. Integration, you can actually integrate directly with your client's CRM in many cases, so that they get their qualified leads in real time, in a secure way and in real time, so they don't get a big chunk of leads at the end, at the end of a 2-week period. They get them as they're coming in. You can use just simply by using any of our software integrations, all of which can be found on our Idea Studio, by the way. So I'm going to keep pushing that Idea Studio on everyone. So hopefully you visit it. So it's out there to make you more successful and make it easier to be more successful. So but anyway, okay, so a promotion like this will net you at least 40 to 50% of whatever your on-air take is, if not more. I've actually seen cases where the digital went for the same amount as the on-air package. So, but look, if you're hesitant to ask for too much, you're a little gun shy, start low. That's fine. Anything is better than nothing, right? So once you have some success and feel more confident with the product, then start increasing your offer by 15 or 20% with the next client. If all goes well, bump it again. Like I said, in the end, you know your market. So it's as simple as this: offer your clients what they need to boost their business, and it will be worth it to them to keep coming back. Okay. There you go. All right, that's the pricing. Hopefully, hit us up in our support email and our chat to for any additional questions on this kind of thing. We're going to dive into the next section here, which is prizes. Prizes are fun. Okay, the science of prizes, or maybe it's more of an art of prizes. I don't know. Whatever it is, here's what we've seen in our experience. Okay. And here's one more thing, and keep in mind that not all promotions need to be a giveaway per se. Some might just be for the fun of participating, like a costume gallery, or in fact, during quarantine, when graduates couldn't walk and be recognized, we saw some stations host graduation galleries, which allowed loved ones to show off a pic and a little blurb about their graduate. Those were some of the most popular promos I've ever seen in my 5 years here, and there were no prizes involved. Or perhaps you run a personality quiz or a poll. The incentive just being, simply being the fun of taking it. So yeah, there are plenty of examples where the incentive for participating isn't necessarily a chance to win free stuff. That said, the large bulk of promotions we see are giveaways. Absolutely, it's a proven formula. People love free stuff and they love to win, right? It's fun. In fact, on that note, you might be surprised to learn that the prize amount might not move the participation needle as much as one might think. Now, don't get me wrong, a $10,000 prize is going to collect more entries than a $100 one, absolutely. But it's not necessarily a one-to-one ratio, right? By that, I mean doubling the prize amount doesn't necessarily mean you'll get double the amount of entries, if that makes sense. And the point of this is, well, smaller prizes have a unique psychological effect on people. As it makes people feel like it's a much more obtainable prize, right? For example, if I hear that Elon Musk is giving away a $10 million prize, a $10 million home to a random winner, I'm thinking, yeah, it'd be fun, but in my dreams. But I hear about a $500 cash giveaway from my local bank, and suddenly that's something I could imagine myself winning. And for that very reason, we've actually seen some cases in which smaller prizes have actually outperformed bigger ones. That's not always the case, but there are examples of it. So listen, if a client wants to offer up a huge prize, awesome. That's great. It'll likely get them more overall entries than not. But if another client doesn't have as much to offer, they can still expect a good result when these promotions are done right. And we'll touch on that more in a moment as well. Last note on smaller prizes is that they offer a unique benefit of allowing you to pick multiple winners, right? Drawing a new winner every week or maybe every day. It gives you a great excuse to announce another winner on air, reminding people to enter and emphasizing that obtainable feeling we mentioned. And you know what? In the end, people just enjoy winning, whatever it is, even if it's a t-shirt, right? I mean, it's fun and it just feels good to get lucky once in a while, right? So, but prizes aren't the only thing that affect the amount of participation, okay? Far from it, actually. There's several other factors that play a huge role, such as awareness and availability, right? Do people know it exists? Can they find it easily enough? And one factor is that is as big as any of those is the entry process. Is it easy and quick to enter? Or is it a 20-minute homework assignment that people are going to give up on before even starting? Remember, you're dealing with an impatient generation, right? If you've been successful in catching their attention, you'll only have it for so long. So remember that our forums function in a way that is uniquely designed to take participants through it step by step. So try to keep that first part short and sweet. Keep as many few required fields as you can get away with. Don't be afraid to ask for information and actions, but try to keep it as short and sweet as possible, knowing that there is much more to come once you've gotten them invested. The reason I'm sharing this with the sales teams and not just the admins is because you are going to be the promotion expert that your clients will be relying on. Often they'll have ideas on what they want and want to deliver and we want to deliver whatever we can, but what the client wants the most is a successful promotion with a lot of entries and leads in the end. So your insight up front is going to be a huge part of delivering the results that they're expecting. One story I hear about all the time is a client really wants participants to fill out this 10-question survey. So they get so aggressive with it that they say, hey, we want to make this required for everybody to enter. The problem is making a big action like that up front required will oftentimes scare people off, and you'll have not only less overall entries with a high barrier to entry, but you'll have less survey participants that way too. But you give them a short and sweet form up front, a little easy form to get started, and once they're invested, once you've grabbed their attention, offer them 30 bonus entries for taking the survey. Now both your overall participation numbers and your survey responses are up significantly higher than they ever could have been when trying to require people to take it up front. If an action is really important to them, just bump up the bonus entries for that action. There's really no limit to them, right? So go crazy, because really a high barrier to entry can completely negate the incentive of any prize, no matter how much the prize might be worth. So in that aspect, your barrier to entry has as much, if not a greater effect on participation results than the prize does. So if you can steer the client towards the results they want over the process that they want, they'll love you and they'll keep coming back for more. Bottom line, don't be afraid to collect the information and actions that your clients need. But I don't want to scare you away from adding fields to the form. Yeah, do it, absolutely. But just make it as easy for people to enter as possible. And really take advantage of the bonus section. That I can't emphasize that enough. Take advantage of the bonus entry section, especially when bigger actions and more investment actions are required. Here's a quick case study. I won't go into too much detail. I came across this the other day when I was setting up some trainings for some other teams, and it really emphasizes both that keeping it simple factor and the even small prizes can have good results. There wasn't much to this promotion. Safe Federal Credit Union wanted some qualified leads for loans. They also wanted to increase their social following as well. So they hosted on their own website, and it asked, all it asked for in the required section was name and email, and an email opt-in checkbox as an option to start things off. Then they sent the contest link to their email database, telling everyone they could win $500 cash giveaway. We're not talking about $10,000 grand prize or 74-inch TV, just $500 cash. So again, that small prize we talked about. And they kept that required section, really that barrier to entry, low. They kept it easy to enter. They just asked for email and name. Normally, I'd recommend asking for a little more than that, but it definitely helps my point about simplicity here. So the simple required form netted them over 9,000 unique entries in only 10 days. Okay, that's like 900 individual people entering every day. Unique entries, meaning individual humans that entered. But remember, what they really wanted was leads. It wasn't about just getting those up front. So they included a survey, but instead of putting it up front and required, they put it in the bonus section that displayed once participants finished that first section. Once participants were invested, they were offered 30 additional bonus entries for taking the survey, along with a couple of social media buttons and some social share buttons. But putting the survey in the bonus section got them nearly 4,000 qualified leads. So not too bad for a $500 cash giveaway, eh? And I guarantee they wouldn't have gotten that number near that number had the first thing they saw was, hey, take this credit union survey. It's not the most exciting thing. So, by the way, we have a number of other case studies available in our Idea Studio. There, I'm going to pitch that Idea Studio again. All right, we're running near the end of this. I just want to touch on. I was going to touch on some unique features that a lot of people I see that are underused. I won't go into too much detail, but we do have a feature that can cap entries, that can encourage, that can really push that sense of urgency, right? So maybe you say, hey, only first 500 people today will enter. Now you're nearly guaranteed to have 500 people enter that day. You could say 500 people a day, or whatever it is, and people enter, and that way you actually encourage, you get more entries that way by capping it. So that's a fun suggestion that you can offer that a lot of people don't know about, something that other options that they might have don't have. Share something unique. It allows you to stand out. Another thing is confirmation emails. We talked about that. Those numbers are significantly higher. Those open rates and click-through rates are 90% open rates and whatnot. Throw a coupon in there, get creative with it, have fun with it. That secondary contact and those confirmation emails are free, by the way. Input fields allow you to ask any questions you want. Really, as an example, our big game score national promotion is just a sweepstakes where we throw in a couple of input fields and ask, hey, what's the score of the Super Bowl going to be? And it's just a sweepstakes, but with a couple of input fields. So you can really use those input fields and ask completely custom questions in order to really make it unique to your client and make it fun. Premium apps, remember, for those that have premium apps, quizzes and brackets and galleries and all that. You're not limited to sweepstakes, right? Quizzes can be sponsored and you can pick a random winner from them. Yeah, instant win can be a brilliant way and a brilliant suggestion for any client that's looking for foot traffic, right? Instant win is often overlooked. So anyway, these are some overlooked features, I think, or I should say underutilized features that I think can really make your promotion creative and unique. We talked about integrations earlier. So all right, enough on creativity and unique features. Let's just touch on the national promotions that are available, and then we'll pick a winner. National promotions right now, Basketball Mayhem Selection Sunday is this week. If you wanted to get in, you'll see that the sign-up form is closed, but hit us up in support and we'll get you squared away anyway. Okay, no problem. Yeah, if you think you can throw something together, please do. But coming up right after that is Mother's Day, Father's Day, summer cash keyword contest. Mother's Day gives away $2,000. Father's Day gives away $2,000 for your mom, for your dad. Summer cash keyword contest actually gives away $2,000 every day of the promotion. So that's a big one coming up. Individual keywords can be sponsored, or there can be just a general sponsor, the whole way through. And then of course we have templates all over the place. So I was going to touch on Basketball Mayhem a little bit, but we're really close to it starting now. So, but like I said, the NCAA is announcing the team seedings this Sunday. So, and that's when people start being able to make their picks. But we're giving away $1 million to anyone who gets a perfect bracket. So that's even if it's just you guys, go for it. And with all national promotions, we'll make sure to give you assets to help you sell them, right? So for those that are kind of new to these national promotions, we give you sales sheets and docs and whatnot. Let's see, we already talked about Mother's Day, giving away $2,000, Father's Day, summer cash, we talked on that. All right, enough on that. Let's pick a winner. All right. Now, if anyone came in late, let's see if anybody asks a question real quick. Buy you about 60 seconds to enter. Yeah, go to that link in the URL. I'll start pulling a winner here in just a few seconds, but you got a little bit of time. I'm trying to delay for you. Any questions at all in the chat? Tim's probably been helping people out. I'm sure he has been with the Q&A maybe. All right. Oh, by the way, a survey, you might see a survey after this. So any and all feedback is hugely appreciated. Anything we can do to improve and be more helpful for you next time. Okay, all right, I think about as much time as I can. Let's do this thing, right? All right. By the way, while I'm doing this, feel free to take any notes on these resources. Again, there's that Idea Studio. I'm going to keep pitching that over and over. And of course, our support email. So if you have any questions at all, especially if you're new to Aptivata, please take advantage of those. All right. All right, it looks like the winner is Corey Gregory. Is Corey Gregory available? Can you, by premium app, do you mean a station app? Oh, good question, Sharon, thank you. So we have several apps, right? Galleries, quizzes and things, and your station I have to look at where you're at on your account, but you may just have sweepstakes or you may have additional apps. Those are the premium apps. So yeah, take advantage of that. Feel free to hit us up if you have any questions on those, okay? And if maybe we can get you set up with those. And Gretchen, I can send you. I can send anybody who wants it the deck. Feel free to, just email support and I can send you the deck. We'll do it that way. And Corey, awesome, you are here. Thank you. All right, congratulations. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you very much. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, keep in touch, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good day.